prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving amid the wonders we have made, but the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of atoms, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong.
Hello. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Allison Nichols. I am a middle school teacher at BMS. And I'm here with my colleague, Becky Knowles. So we are so excited today to have some speakers with us, some students, some colleagues. We're going to make this pretty brief, and then we will be marching to the McEwen building together. We will share with you the route towards the end of our rally here. Thank you.
All right, Beverly community, I have the proud honor of introducing Steph and Joanna to come up and speak to us. Come on, you guys.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Joanna Sieber. I'm on the bargaining team.
I'm Steph Andrews. I'm also on the bargaining team. And we thought it would be really helpful because we know not everyone's been in the room. Actually, raise your hand and give us a yell if you've spent any time in our bargaining room. For those of you that couldn't join us, we thought we'd share some of the things we've seen from management over the weekend, specifically what happened on Monday. So,
Just a little taste of what we've been experiencing. We're so grateful for all of your support, being out there picketing, and for coming to be in the room with us. And so for those of you who haven't gotten to experience any of this, this is essentially what happened Monday night at around 10 p.m. Our state-appointed mediator walked in the room and did this. This was the proposal that was given to us from management. This is a semi-dramatic reenactment. So basically what happened is,
so I made this morning. I haven't slept in a few days.
okay, so basically we got this and we all kind of sat there in mystified silence. And we asked the mediator to kind of explain it a little bit, and obviously she couldn't, and we couldn't make sense of it either. And so I mean, it just don't even have words. I don't know, Steph, if you want to.
So the TLDR for management's paper straw woman proposal was such interesting things as number 15, the year 2027 or 575 BC. Mayor Cahill, not the chicken, the real one. Where are you? Proposals for Unit A, too complicated, revert, do not accept triangles. Unit C, question mark. So this was their straw woman proposal for us. But we decided we would bring some real math from the bargaining room. So we have our BTA stats. Hours spent on this current contract.
So from start to finish, or well, right now, we have spent as a team over 135 hours, or the equivalent of over 5 days, on this contract so far. Hours that we've been waiting for management in caucus during this strike has been about 35 hours.
You all have spent over 12 hours on the picket lines. Well done, you. The percent chance we're gonna give up? 0! And the percent of love and support from our community is infinite.
So all this craziness just to say thank you. We know it's getting tough, and we know that none of us want to be out here, and we want to be back in our schools, and we want to be back with our kids. But please, please, please stay strong. We can do this together. When we fight, we win! Thank you.
Thank you so much to Steph and Joanna, and for all of the hours that they have spent putting into negotiations. So we have had so much student support over the last week, and it is my honor to welcome some more student leaders, 3 from Beverly High School and one of my own current students from Beverly Middle School. We have Grace Earl, Miranda Cotter-Holland, Maddie Young from Beverly High, and Nadia Whiting from BMS. Come on up.
Hi everyone, my name is Maddie Young and I'm the valedictorian of the senior class of 2025. I've been in the Beverly Public School system my whole life, where I started at Hannah Elementary School, excited to finally be a kindergartner. That year I had Miss Gogun, who began to admire greatly, not only for her fashion sense, which I attempted to copy, but for her kindness, intelligence, and drive. That year, in 2012, I went to watch her run the Boston Marathon. It amazed me how strong and multifaceted my teacher was, and it showed me that I could do anything I put my mind to, summing up the impact every single teacher has had on me. I loved my elementary school years, and while I loved learning, 6 hours was a very long day. Thus, I valued my lunch and recess time to play house or soccer with my friends in other classes. These moments helped develop my social skills and reinforce the foundation that brought me here today. Even now, many kids still value these bonds and skills, influencing not only their school lives, but their social lives as well. In the summer, I work as a camp counselor, and the kids love to create bonds with their peers. But more importantly, I hear stories of how much kids love their teachers, showing how valuable they are. So why do teachers have to fight tooth and nail to get fair pay? To get an adequate maternity leave? To get tuition reimbursement? To get what they've worked for their whole life? Over the years, I've had numerous teachers bring life into the world, yet none of them have gotten the time off necessary to recover from the physical toll. Miss Orr, my beloved 10th grade English teacher, had a mere 28 days of maternity leave before coming back to school. For fathers, the paternity leave is never enough time to connect with the newborns and help out with the family. Like my amazing 6th grade teacher and one of the best cooks in town, Mr. Melanson, said, having a longer paternity leave would reduce the stress of worrying about getting paid while forming a forever family. Beyond that, teachers put so much extra effort into providing students with the best experiences possible. Through clubs, field trips, and events, we've learned things we didn't even know existed. Teachers also take the extra time to further their education, not only for their careers, but for the betterment of their students. Still, they are expected to cover a majority of their course costs with their own funds. Further, paras dedicate their work to connecting and engaging with students and have massively improved the environments we learn in. Yet they are still getting underpaid and live off of salaries no educator should have to work with. Our educators' knowledge and experiences transfer to us students, and through that we found our true role models and the people we love and interact with the most. Sophomore year, I had Miss Brotherton as my A-push teacher, and the way she taught and carried herself had my jaw on the floor, as she had a way of inspiring the whole classroom to become interested in even the smallest of things. And now, watching her lead the charge for better teaching conditions, I can see all of the work and dedication that she's given to the teachers. This has inspired teachers, students, and community members alike to rally and support, showing how much the Beverly Teachers Association deserves as a whole. Throughout our educational journeys, our future is in our hands, as we have to work hard to get to the places we want to go. Our future is not only in our hands, but it's in our teachers' hands, as they work harder and harder every day for every single student. Our future is not only in our hands and our teachers' hands, but it's in the school committee's hands, whose job is to provide our schools with the funds necessary to create a powerful educational atmosphere for the betterment of Beverly Public Schools. Every student in Beverly is watching the negotiations and the actions of management, and we hope that they can show us the care that the teachers deserve for everything they do. Our teachers have supported us all of our lives, and now it's our time to support them. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Miranda Cotter-Holland and I'm the salutatorian of the class of 2025. I'm here today to support our teachers and educators in their fight for a fair contract because their dedication to students like me deserves nothing less. Over the past few years at Beverly High School, I've been lucky enough to learn from many incredible teachers, but there's a few who have really changed my life. First and foremost, Miss Brotherton showed me the power of articulating my passions with clarity and conviction. Mr. Lanigan inspired me to view the world through a lens of curiosity and critical thinking. Miss Broughton, Mr. Manis, and Miss Spolstra opened their classroom doors to me when they didn't need to, and they were always there to listen to me when I needed a hand or a shoulder to cry on. In my experience, Beverly teachers goes above and beyond what they are contracted to do to not only equip students with academic skills essential for higher education, but also give us invaluable life lessons that I will carry with me far beyond the classroom. That commitment and passion to my education and well-being as both a student and a human should be respected and honored, not taken for granted. Yet, despite their dedication, our teachers and paraprofessionals are burdened with challenges that extend far beyond their classrooms. They shouldn't have to worry about affording rent or rationing sick days to manage only a couple weeks of maternity leave. Think about it. Under the last Unit C contract, paraprofessionals are expected to work 183 days a year for almost 6 hours a day. After all is said and done, these skilled educators who hold at least an associate's degree and a paraeducator certification are paid just $19 an hour. In contrast, I earn $17 an hour in my part-time job at the Y, which requires no advanced degree or specialized training. The disparity is glaring. Our paraprofessionals, and indeed our educators, deserve compensation that reflects their expertise, their commitment, and the profound impact they have on our community. To directly address the school board, I want you to know that all eyes are on you. The community is watching you. The young people are watching you. To the mayor, your constituents are listening to you, your constituents are talking to you, and you are not listening. You have the power to change this, so do it. In the wise words of a fellow student said to me just a few days before all the teachers went on strike, I'd rather be learning, but this is important.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace Earl and I'm the senior class president here at Beverly High School. I have been a proud Panther since moving to Beverly in first grade, where I began my education at Hannah Elementary School. From the first day, I was in love. I was greeted from the kindest human beings I have ever met, and they came at me from all angles. I was quickly taught to say please when asking for the recess key at the front desk, supported when my friend and I ran a nonprofit out of our school store, and molded into the curious learner I am today. I think back to my gym teacher, Miss Brown, who had been my gymnastics coach at the YMCA as well. Her kindness and energy were and continue to be contagious, and I look forward to running into her now years later. It is clear that these teachers see their students as the human beings they are, and they take the time to understand each one of their unique selves. Throughout the rest of elementary school, middle school, and now high school, I have yet to face any teacher or faculty member who fails to treat me with kindness and respect. I think this says a lot about our teachers, how they truly hold themselves to the golden rule and treat their students with the same respect they deserve in return. These teachers go above and beyond for their students, and it is so upsetting to see how their compensation fails to reflect their hard work and drive. Miss Orr and Miss Hefner run World of Difference every Monday, a club that quite literally is shaping the culture of our school. Mr. Reardon has spearheaded running Powder Puff for the senior girls, solely for the reason that he loves to coach and knows how important it is to the class. Our systems need to change if we want to avoid losing our amazing educators. They are passionate about what they teach, and it is apparent as they host clubs, provide extra hours for students seeking help, and so much more that goes unnoticed. So why is it that in order to be heard, they must stop doing the job they clearly love doing? Why does it take a strike for them to receive livable wages and make them want to stay in Beverly and continue working with the students they love? Their compensation needs to be in line with surrounding communities, and their benefits need to be increased dramatically. Parental leave cannot be limited to 2 weeks, and this is the most vital time for newborns to bond with their family and gain trust. The school district should be supporting our teachers as they start their own families and pass down their character and values. Paraprofessionals work daily to ensure that every single student in Beverly is getting the education that works best for them. They hold vital positions in our community, and some only bring home $700 every 2 weeks. This is nowhere close to the amount needed to even live in Beverly, never mind buy food and support their children. So I urge everyone in Beverly to stand with our teachers, stand with the backbone of our city, with the people who are shaping the next generation. They deserve so much more than what they're getting now, and change needs to happen now.
My name is Nadia Whiting. I'm a 7th grader at Beverly Middle School, and I love my teachers. This summer, there was a kindergarten teacher strolling the aisles of Target. Even though he still has 2 more weeks of summer break, he is already dreaming up ways to make his students feel welcome. His classroom will be a refuge. For a few students, it might be the only place where they truly feel safe because of a teacher. There's a language arts teacher who will take a week and give up her lunch period, those few minutes to scarf down a meal, in order to help a student learn how to read. And although the progress is slow, he will become a reader because of a teacher. There's a math teacher who will have a room full of kids who claim they're just not good at math. By the end of the year, his kids will be geeking out over ways to solve complex problems. They'll see that math can be creative and even fun, and they will become problem solvers because of a teacher. There's a science teacher who will inspire her students to chase after their questions, and on one afternoon, they'll be so excited about their experiments that they won't even notice the bell ring, and they will become scientists because of a teacher. There are history teachers who will inspire students to record history, and a group of PE teachers who will encourage kids to get more active. Fine arts teachers who will help kids find their creative voice. There are foreign language teachers who will be helping kids communicate globally, and there's a teacher librarian who will see the students as children and not data. He's creating a makerspace while also inspiring kids to fall in love with reading, and they'll become lifelong learners because of a teacher. To teachers, it's no big deal. It's what they do. But it's a big deal to their students. To them, they are heroes. This year, they will make their students' world amazing, like they always do. Students will remember their teachers forever, and their teachers will change the world in ways they cannot even fathom. And all this will happen because of a teacher. Let's do better, Beverly. Let's make our schools better and give the teachers what they deserve. Thank you.
Wow. Let's give it up to these four. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your words. Thank you. That was very heartfelt, and I felt it, so thank you so much. All right, Miss McAfee, are you ready? All right, our own Jack McAfee.
I'll hold this one. Okay, good. Okay. What the heck? What are we doing here again? Look, I love you people. I love my colleagues. I love the matching outfits, red for Ed. I get it. I love the donated lunches, the music, and chef's kisses. The Signal banter is unhinged and hilarious, but if I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm ready to move on. I never want to wear red again. I've learned more about my colleagues in the last 5 days than I want to know, and I have probably shared TMI with them that I'm hoping they still want to eat lunch with me when we return. If I hear the songs, work hard for the money, or respect one more time, I'm gonna rip my hair out. My thumb hurts from scrolling all the threads on Signal that I cannot even keep up with. However, the donated lunches, we'll keep those. I'm ready for the nonsense and management games to be over and have a contract signed. My point being, this is well and good, but what we want, not what we want to be doing anymore, but we will not stop. Have they forgotten who they're working with? We are teachers, AKA party makers. Also known as you need us to fill time last minute with no plans or resources kind of people. Also known as fast thinkers who can turn electric bus talk into more important learning objectives anytime, any place. Can we hear it again for last night's speakers at the public hearing? We could continue to make the best of this situation and be 10 steps ahead of management longer than management could ever imagine. But we have more important things to do and children we miss. I want to bring up a little side story. I'm not sure if you know this woman. She's kind of a big deal these days. She goes by Miss Andrea Sherman. Well, before she was one of our fearless union leaders, she was an 8th grade ELA teacher working alongside me. And I remember sitting across from her one day at Briscoe, brainstorming essential questions. You know the days where we created our own curriculum that we owned and had our name on? We saw a great question in a resource, but reworked it a bit. The EQ we created was, who has more power to create change? An individual or a group? We looked at each other and were so impressed with ourselves. We thought we were masterminds. The kids will be arguing over this for days, but the answer's just so obvious. And at the same time, I said individual, and she said group. I tried not to judge her obviously lame answer and was like, yeah, okay. But I kept it to myself. But the beauty of the question was the debatability of it. We read Anne Frank to show one person who can have a great impact. We read I Have a Dream speech and showed how he was one person with the idea who made a great difference. The list went on. And then we read non-fictional articles to show power of numbers. We studied Remember the Titans to show how a group can make change. And the literary list goes on. Well, Andrea, the debate is over because there is clearly no right answer. Stopped at my leather speech too. I had to like make the paper. Their answer is it's both. It takes an individual to create spreadsheets for members' contact info and emails, but it takes the members to fill the sidewalks. It takes one fearless risk taker to say our contract is garbage, but it takes disgruntled employees to fight for a new one. It takes a union president or two to articulate a message, but it takes all of us to make the message heard. I'm done now.
Oh, okay. Jack always makes us laugh. Thank you, Jack. All right, our last speakers for today are two of our amazing leaders who have been in that bargaining room, spending all their free time there. Please give them an extra warm welcome, Chris and Christine.
I get this mic because I like to move more. Oh, that's okay. We can do that.
I got 4 words for you. How about them buses? It was like an SNL skit last night, wasn't it? That was unbelievable. We're talking about buses, man. Talking about buses.
Never realized how important buses were to our public school system until last night when we figured out how to intertwine it into every conversation.
So, Christine, let's just show everyone what's happening in the bargaining room right now. We were not making out. We have just been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that could go on for like I don't know how many waitings. And every waiting would stand for a new hour. Right? And the school committee and the mayor could end this right now. But right now, we all want to go back to school. Yes. We all want to go back. And it's just like they want to make us pay. Our Beverly public educators, our citizens, our community, our kids. And it's just wrong. And I'll tell you right now, they picked the absolute wrong profession to do that with. I said this was going to be 2 minutes, but you gave me the microphone in my hand. Take it away.
No, I'm taking the mic back. He's always trying to take the mic from me. So I think what they haven't figured out over behind the orange paper and the barricades they set up around McEwen School, and as they huddle in their little corner with all their shades down, they have not figured out that you absolutely cannot underestimate the power of public school educators. They do not understand that we will do, and I said this at a school committee meeting like probably 15 years ago, like maybe when he was my park kid back in the day. Actually, that was like 30 years ago. They don't understand that we, every single one of us here, will do whatever it takes to get what we need for our kids. Doesn't matter what it is, we'll stay out here for weeks.
You're giving it back. You're giving it back. So they've chosen us for some weird reason to lead the march back to McEwen School. And so Christine, as Christine does quite often, has made a chant, and she's going to share the chant with you in a second. Before we do that, one last thing. One of the best things about this is that I have met dozens of people in our union, on our staff, that I never even knew existed. So there has been a lot of positive out of this, and I've learned that we are more unified than I ever thought that we could be. And I want to make sure right now, when we go march over there, that they know that message too. All right, so let's do that, everybody. Over to Christine. Here we go.
All right, I'm just gonna add to that. Like Chris said, we've met so many more people. Like Caddy's my new best friend dancing partner. Woo! So when I want us to start getting around the whole message of we will do whatever it takes. So please repeat after me. We will.
We will.
We will do.
We will do.
We will do whatever it takes.
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 Put your fists up, people. We got this. Everyone say, we got this.
Marching band and our peoples over here, student leaders. Stay on the sidewalks, please, everybody. Stay on the sidewalks. And Allison, do you want to end it up? Allison has some instructions for you. Allison Nichols, everybody!
I just want to remind everyone to please stay on the sidewalk. We're going to be crossing Cabot Street. The police are going to escort us across the street. So please, everyone, stay safe. We're going to be going down to Bald Street at the light. We will also have an escort there. So please just stay on the sidewalk. Don't get hit by a car. Thank you.